that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but the night we know that they ride or die. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but the night boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. OG boy. Day we hustle, but the night we OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but know that they ride or die. Cody's brothers, my guys, know that they fly. Know that they fly, know that they ride or die. Cody's brothers, my guys, know that they fly. Know that they fly, know that they ride or die. CJ Ike, they ain't no longer about. They ain't no longer about. They ain't no longer about. CJ Ike, they ain't no longer about. Know that they ride or die. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but the night boys by my side. Know that they ride or die.
Hello everybody, happy Monday evening to you. I'm Uncle Mike, your favorite gamer's favorite uncle, and we are back here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 on the Xbox Series S, and tonight we are going to do a flight in the Kodiak 100 up into Idaho. So we are sitting on the ground here at Idaho. We are pretty much ready to go. Just got to close up the door and get going here. But we've got our passengers, we've got our material, because we are flying from Boise, Idaho up to Big Creek, Idaho, and going to the Way of the Hunter Lodge in Big Creek, Idaho. And the reason being is because I am going to be linking two games together, which I like to do. And so I'm going to be linking Microsoft Flight Simulator here to Way of the Hunter, which is a new hunting game that comes out tomorrow. So also I will apologize now, but if I have a coughing fit, it's because you're looking at somebody that's got COVID. So, and I've had it now for a while, and I can't just seem to get over it. So symptoms are still here. Still got the stuff in the chest and all that. No fever, so I don't feel like I'm really struggling too much. It just looks really bad trying to cough up the crud and stuff, but still trying to manage the fever and all that. But we are going to take the Kodiak 100 up here for a nice flight here. We've got some clouds. We're going to go VFR, so I'm not going to be talking to anybody. I have programmed in a VFR flight plan. So let's go ahead and get right into the airplane, and here we are. So let's go ahead and not open the cup holder. Let's close the door. There we go. lock her up. Go ahead and let you take a look here. We've got a couple passengers that are going up to the Way of the Hunter Lodge with us. So yeah, looking forward to this flight. It's going to be about an hour or so, but it's up in the mountains. We got to watch out for these clouds. We might get ducking down into here and doing some low-level stuff, but we will go ahead and see what that's all about. I'm going to go ahead and remove the yoke visibility here. That way we can see stuff. Let's go ahead and put on, make sure that the parking brake is set. Because if you've looked at my Gravity Valley, if you go and look at that live stream, you can see that didn't end too well, forgetting to put on the parking brake. Now here's another thing, and it's actually interesting that I'm flying the Kodiak 100 when I mention this, is because it looks like I am going to go in the real world. I'm going to buy these really, really interesting little checklist boxes from the in real life pilot, the missionary bush pilot. Maybe I'll put a link in his description here in this video. But really, he's got these cool boxes that are switches, and so I could use those right here in the flight sim, and that would be amazing. Because as you notice in some of my stuff, I forget things, so it'd be great to have a checklist. So I've reached out to him. Looks like I'm gonna be buying those from him, and so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, missionary bush pilot. I'll put a link in the description below for this video, since I'm not recreating a flight here. This is a creative flight that I am doing. So, all right, let's go ahead and turn on the master. I'm gonna come down here. There is a circuit breaker that I'm gonna pull. And it's something to do actually with the flight sim. Let's get that all going. Let's go ahead and turn on all the avionics and stuff. And basically what I did is I pulled the circuit breaker for my auxiliary attitude indicator here. That's not really the best thing to do, but in the flight sim it seems like this might be crashing the flight sim. And it's a known thing in the flight sim world. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and turn off the inset. We got some things that we know that we want to do. We need to put that onto GPS. We also want to come up here and turn on our option 1 wind. So then back. So there's that. Yeah, it's a pretty nice. We can actually come in here into options. And I'm going to go ahead and raise the seat. Basically, I'm a pretty tall, I'm a tall dude, so I am going to go ahead and we're going to position the seat here. There we go. I like that. That's really nice. I do like that. It's a nice position for just the standard here. All right. Let's come over here and make sure. All right, fuel. Close the fuel valve there. Let's turn the fuel on up here. Fuel comes on. All right, I like we got fuel there. So fuel's looking good. We are in the airplane, so let's go ahead and since it's a little, no, not the. There we go, beacon and nav lights. We'll go ahead and turn on. We will also go ahead and fuel pump. And let's go ahead and get this thing booted up here. All right, here we go. I'm just going to get in position so we can see everything. Come over here to my condition lever. Oh, come on. There we go. Get everything going here. Watch everything. Come over here like we're Steve-O Knievo. Watch for the hot start and the hung start. Everything is looking good in the good start there. Like everything that I'm seeing. Everything is looking good. So with that, we shall go ahead and get everything set up here. Let's go ahead and get the prop to full. Flaps to 20. Let's come over here and more generator coming on. Start can come off. There we go. Auxiliary fuel pump can come back to standby. All the buses are on. I like everything that I'm seeing here. Lights are looking good. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about anti-ice or anything like that right now, but there we go. We got a nice start here on November 3-6. Uncle Mike, our Kodiak 100. And we are gonna be heading to the north here. Like I said, we are gonna be doing this VFR, so I'm not gonna talk to ATC or anything like that. We are just gonna have a nice flight up here. Just gonna let everything warm up, make sure I've got everything that I like set. You can go ahead and see here that I've gone ahead and we do have a flight plan set up here. So we'll climb out. But I think I like everything. Oh, we know there's one thing else that we need to do. We need to go menu, enter, turn the dial 1, enter, menu. So now we've got it where track is up. So as soon as we start to move here, looking across, I see the winds over there, those flags. One of those flags are actually modeled. Let's go ahead and go. We turned on the wind. Let's see if the wind looks like that's the way the wind's coming from. It does. It looks like that's the way the wind's coming from. So let's go ahead and start our taxi. So parking brake is coming off. We'll come out here and go around this human here. And taxi on out. Got a few other players out here in the area. A lot of times with these light turbo props, it's almost like you got to go into beta just to keep them nice and slow. Alright, so we're going to taxi on down here. Whew. This thing has got some maneuverability. I am not used to that with the rudder. Alright, taxiing on out. Let's go ahead and turn on the taxi lights. And here we go. So let's go ahead and get trim. Looks like it's pretty much set and ready to go. This thing has got hell of shaft horsepower, and it's a short version, modeled after the Cessna 208. So it produces quite a bit of P factor on takeoff. You got to really play with the rudder here, even with the controller. But it's a great airplane here in the sim. This is another payware, so I would recommend that if you're interested in this, then check it out. Let's go ahead and check our controls. Everything's looking good. Everything wiggles and wobbles like it's supposed to. So we will lift off at about 65 knots or so, climb out, about 85 or so. We'll just get some elevation, climb up, and then we'll make our turn to the north and head up to Big Creek, which is uniform 60. All right. Because we don't need all of this runway, we are going to do, we're going to go ahead and take off from here. I'm just going to go ahead and come on up here, this crossing taxiway here. Parking brake comes on. Let's see if we got everything that we like. So let's All right, let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and make sure everything is set there. About 8,000. We'll go ahead and bug 8,000 feet on the autopilot. There we go. We'll go ahead and bug 280 on the heading. We'll just kind of climb out, get some altitude, then we'll turn north, and then we'll go work on our flight path of what we're actually wanting to do. So, and let's go ahead and set. Let's go ahead and bug for 85 degree or 85 knots. Let's go ahead and do 90 knots. Keep it a little bit more comfortable, maybe for the passengers on the climb out there. So everything is looking good. I like what we see. Trim looks set. I'm going to go ahead and dial in some rudder trim here for takeoff. All right, let's take a look. Flaps are set. So this is when it comes in with having. I'm really actually interested. He responded to me by email, Missionary Bush Pilot, which is amazing. The world is so small these days, but it'll be really neat to have. He's got a really neat setup. You can see it, Missionary Bush Pilot. Again, I'll put a link to his channel. You can watch him, and he flips these switches, and that's his checklist. And so as a simmer, I could do that too. I could sit here and I could have checklists. I know we have them in the sim, but for the Xbox, it's a little tough. There's just so much going on when you're flying mostly with the controller, and I'd like to use checklists. That's one of the things that I really like in my life, are checklists. And so it would be neat to have a little switch here and be able to look down and click it, and maybe even hear it in the microphone. Click, click, click. That would be pretty cool. So, all right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and now go the mixture to high idle. And let's just check, make sure everything's good. So mixture is full forward, prop is full forward, everything is looking good. Flaps are set to 20, trim is set. Let's go ahead. Landing lights are coming on. Are on. Landing lights are on. There we go. And we are ready to go. Let's clear the runway. Everything is looking good. So we're VFR today. So let's go ahead and here we go. Runway 28. We're going to climb out, get some altitude, then we'll head on our flight path that we want to take, which is really to the north, but it's through the mountains and stuff. So, all right, I like what I see. Power's coming in. There's that. I can feel that P factor coming in because of this turbo prop. And we are already at rotation speed and climb out. There we go. And 80 knots. Flaps coming up. 90 knots. Next knot of flaps coming up. Trim, trim, trim. Everything is looking good. We are on our way to Big Creek, to the Way of the Hunter Lodge. So we are taking off here from Boise, Idaho. Go ahead and pitch there for our 90 knots that we programmed in. So there is Boise there. We're just going to go ahead and climb out here straight ahead. There's November 712 Mike Kilo right off here. That is a real airplane coming into Boise. It is the real flight data that Microsoft Flight Simulator pulls in. So You can see now. You can see my avatar. I went ahead and put on the military one with the helmet. That's awesome. All right, we're gonna go ahead and make our turn here now. Nice, easy. We don't want to spill any of the martinis or anything like that here for our guests in the back. And we are climbing up through 5,000 feet. We're gonna head to the north, head to these Idaho mountains. We're gonna pass over some other dirt strips and stuff on the way. All right, I am now gonna go ahead and center the heading bug. Autopilot's coming on. We're gonna pitch up here for that 90 knots that we programmed in. We're gonna stay VFR, so if we need to come down, 'cause we got these clouds right here. We might be having some fun here. We'll see here. I might need to change the old altitude. We're gonna skirt maybe over these mountains and stuff here. We'll have to see how close we get where these cloud layers are. Everything is looking good. I like everything that we're seeing here. The only thing is these clouds. I wonder where the bases are. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it down to 7,000. Let's see what we've got here. We got the flashies on. No, let's go ahead and turn the flashies on. There we go. And we are just going to skirt. Just got to stay clear of these clouds here. Come back on the power here as we get up here in the cruise. Come back on our torque a little bit. All right. All right, here we are. Woo, boy, we're gonna be ducking in and out of these clouds here. It's gonna be we are gonna have to think about this here. We'll see how this plays out. All right, let's go ahead and bug. We might actually have to get on the sticks here. Just got to maintain VFR here. All right, looking good here. Whew. All right, I can see now. Okay, stay clear of the clouds. Everything is looking good right here. We're zipping along at 150 knots indicated. Got this mountaintop right here in front of us. We go ahead and here you can see go ahead and zoom into about right there. Canoodle soup. We're just gonna skirt right over the top of this mountain here. At 7,000 feet. Yeah. I see some holes over here in case we got some bigger mountains on our path, but we could get real creative. We could actually follow the, what do you want to call it? Follow the river and creeks and stuff. So there we go. Now the clouds are kind of opening up a little bit more for us. We're getting better VFR conditions. All's good here, people. It's okay. It's okay. Look at these. They're on their honeymoon, huh? They're going like elk hunting for their honeymoon or something like that. That is amazing. This reminds me of flying into 208 into Placencia, Belize to go sailing. And my buddy Craig, he got the honor of sitting in the right seat. I wanted to actually sit where she's sitting, and that's where I sat because I wanted to film over the shoulder and get the pilot and stuff. But Placencia is this little unimproved airport down in southern Belize, and it was so funny because when we were getting on the airplane, you know, with an airplane like this, they just kind of pick who gets to sit where and in the right seat, you know, based on weight and size and all this kind of stuff. And so the pilot says, "Hey, you want to sit in the right seat?" to Craig. And so Craig like this, and of course Craig's wife is then like, "What? No, Mike ought to sit in the right seat. At least he's a pilot and stuff like that." And Craig said something like, "What do you expect him to do? Like the pilot to die or something like that?" And she's like, "Yeah, you don't know. But Mike needs to sit in the right seat in case, the pilot dies." And Craig's like, "Listen, I can fly the plane better than a dead guy." Oh, it was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. What have I got? Oh, I got this nice position. That's a nice view. Yeah, this Kodiak 100 is a beast. So if you're flying Microsoft Flight Sim and if you're looking for a fun airplane, this is a lot of fun because as you'll see when we get over to Big Creek, as we go through this just remnants here of this cloud, when we get over here to Big Creek is, ooh yeah, it's fun landing because you got full beta, full reverse with the prop, so that's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. So, all right, we are coming up here to our first custom waypoint that I have programmed in up here. So now we're completely VFR, so now we can climb. So let's go ahead and back bug. Let's go 8,500. And we got plenty of time, I think, so let's just go ahead and bug a climb. 120. All right, what's the outside air temperature? Outside air temperature is getting pretty cold. Let's go ahead and turn on the pitot heat. The pitot. Let's turn on the pitot heat. Everything is A-okay. I like what we're seeing. A little bit of turbulence. No problem. Man, I forgot to do a Jimmy's World Clear prop. See? That's why I need the Missionary Bush Pilot Checklist. That way I don't forget to say clear prop. Looking good. Climbing out of here 120 knots. That's through 8,000 feet. Everything's good. Aurora! Well, hello from South Carolina. Thumbs up because you are amazing. Thank you for joining. I am in the Kodiak 100 here. Oh, look at this. Taking myself and some guests up to Way of the Hunter Lodge up here in Idaho, north of Boise, Idaho, up to Big Creek. Because Wednesday's live stream, I will be live streaming a new game called Way of the Hunter. Yes, a hunting game, but yes, I like hunting games. I like flying games. I like flight sims. One of the reasons why I like those two types of games is it just really allows nice chat with chat and the community and stuff while we're flying here. unlike battle royales and stuff that I also play offline and stuff. But you know, with those, the problem is just that you're so focused on the game, and if it's just for people who want to watch, great. But I actually kind of want to get used to looking over at chat and have a conversation about, you know, similar you know, likes and all this. And so, you know, I feel as if I'm getting more into the simulations and away from games. But if you want to call Way of the Hunter a hunting simulator, you're more than welcome to do so. Also, I will go ahead and let you know, you're looking at somebody who has COVID, still has symptoms of COVID. So if I because I've gone on mute, that's because I still got cough and all this kind of stuff. So, all right, we're at 8,500, just so we can clear the terrain here at 138 knots. Everything's going. So what's going on with you, Aurora? You're opening a box that my friend from America had sent me. Oh, this is like loot box stuff right here. I feel honored to be a part of your loot box opening, your America loot box. That's cool, Aurora. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, enjoy that box that you were about to open from a friend from America. But here we are. Nice view. I like that's a view. But this Kodiak 100, it's a beast. It's got beast flaps, beast power, beast performance. It's just a lot of fun. Also, the model is really neat because you can program in weights, and then it adds passengers and it adds cargo, little cargo stuff. So that's kind of cool. All right, we're just gonna skirt right over. Since we're VFR, we're gonna skirt right over this mountain here. Weather is kind of dissipating. We had some weather back there at Boise, and it was looking a little iffy. To be honest with you, it was looking a little iffy, but it's looking good now. We'll see. We might have to duck down into the canyons here, but I have it in my mind of the way to go. So if we need to duck down into the valleys to get out of the clouds, we'll do so. So instead of the risk of in the IMC, in instrument meteorological conditions, we'll drop down into VFR into the canyons, because our flight plan is going to take us over multiple dirt strips in case we have a problem or anything like that. So we're golden. We're good. Everything is looking. You know, I wish it'd be kind of cool if in flight sim you could actually like turn on a radio or something. I mean, I have music. Maybe, you know, I guess that's what I could do. You could just like, I could turn on my music that I've got, and you could just kind of listen and all that kind of stuff. But you know me, I like to chat. So there are in real life fireworks somebody's shooting off here in South Carolina. All right, we are coming up here to our first waypoint. I am going to go ahead and then come over here and find the autopilot. Where is the autopilot? There is the autopilot button. I'm going to go ahead and get ready for course change here. Go right up this valley. You'll be able to see where we're gonna fly to. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You can see by the topography. So, all right, let's see what Aurora says over here. Aurora says, "Wow, 90 handmade gowns," and you're so wow, that is amazing. Thirsty Camel, what's up? Thumbs up because you are amazing. What's up, Thirsty Camel? Thank you for joining here. We are flying up into the back country of Idaho because tomorrow the Way of the Hunter game comes out on Xbox. So Wednesday I will be hunted. with a new game tomorrow, so, or on Wednesday, live streaming that game. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and go now on nav mode. We have now intercepted. Let's go ahead and go on nav mode. That way, then now we can just monitor. Whoa, airplane! Whoa, where are you going? No, it's just going to do it. It's going to do a little as we know that's what happens. So, yeah, Thirsty, it's good to see you. So, yeah, Thirsty, I did not reach out to you. I should have reached out to you, let you know what's going on, but went down to Orlando for business. Got COVID. We were going to go on a cruise. Got COVID, tested. Cruise was canceled. Yeah, we get a refund and all that kind of stuff. But we just turned around and came home, and so I'm still sick. I still got COVID. We actually tested today. Still got the vid. So still got symptoms and all that kind of stuff. Everybody in the house, mom, and all this kind of stuff. Was planning on going back to Orlando for business here in a little bit, but that's not going to happen now because, well, I still got COVID and I'm actually still sick. So if I go on mute and stuff like that, you'll be able to see my face. It's because I'm hacking up alone. So, all right. Oh, we've got a hell of a crosswind here. Whew. Which is going to be interesting when we get down here. Now, in the game here, we're actually took out in the morning. So that's what I want to do. I want to do a morning flight. So it's about it's going to take us about an hour total to get up here, and it's a fun approach. So I think you'll enjoy it. So, oh yeah, here comes this. I can actually tell. Here comes the spill. All right. All right, everything is looking good. We're 137 knots. Everything is, I like everything, that my little spinny thing. All my spinny stuff is in the green. What would you say, sir? Are you going elk hunting, or are you going, whoa. I'm gonna go big game. This guy back here looks like a duck hunter, a pheasant. He looks like a pheasant hunter. Yeah, we're going big game up here in the front seat. All right, well, we are starting to get back into the soup here. So we might have to duck down into the canyons here because we've got clouds right in front of us, and that is not VFR. So we might have to think now about dropping down. That is a heck of a thunderstorm right there, though. This might not end well at all. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and bug for 7,000. Started to see if we can get up, see if we can get underneath these clouds here. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely I did. That's amazing. Yeah, Thirsty Camel came in right there at the right thing. But yeah, that's amazing. You know, all of that just that textiles and all that, you know, that's a heck of a loot box from America there, Aurora. All those dresses and stuff that your friends sent you. That is amazing. That is amazing. Like I said, everybody's got such a unique story. If you just spend the time to listen, you know, to them, you really find out some amazing things. We're going to duck down here. I want to duck down 7,000 feet. I want to try to get underneath these clouds. I might actually, right now I'm on autopilot, but I might have to go off autopilot here. So I might have to figure out. There's Canoodle Soup. What's Canoodle Soup doing out here? This is another human right there. That's another human right there in the CC-19. Not really sure what the CC-19 is. See if we can get underneath these clouds. I think we're going to be able to get underneath these clouds here. You can see that there's a landing strip right there. That's why we came this way. Because that way, if we needed to divert or land or something like that, we would have. But that's another human player right there in the game, in the flight sim. That is amazing. All right, we are now going to start leveling off here, right on the border of this is marginal VFR right here. But I bet Canoodle Soup is out here practicing his own dirt strip landing. Beautiful terrain out here. Beautiful terrain. Yeah, Rora's friend here in chat sent her a big old package with 90 dresses. 90 dresses, period pieces, like historical. You know, what was that thing? What was that thing? What was it called? Anachronism? Is that what it's called? Anachronism, with like the guys who dress up as, you know, knights, and they're like real, right? I mean, they really try to do it as best they can to be actual or factual or whatever, you know, period pieces. What is that called? The creative anachronism? Creative anachronism, I think that's what that's called. Like the people that do the Renaissance festivals and stuff like that. You know, that's kind of what I'm doing here with Flight Sim, you know, is creative anachronism. It's not really a game. I mean, this stuff is all real. There's no, like, let's say, creativity in here. This is a simulator. This is what the, like right here, this is what the Kodiak 100 looks like. As we are just ducking down here at 7,000 feet. Now you can see our flight path, right? You can see that it's lined up with canyons. So we're just, it's like IFR, right? It's not instrument flight rules, man. IFR is I follow rivers. So we are just coming up here. Everything is looking good. I like what we've got. Like I said, all the spinny stuff is in the green, even though I got the power back so we don't burn so much fuel here. Also, it makes the noise in the airplane a little nicer for our guests. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put down my drink holder. You know why? Because I'm going to take a drink. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we're back to this marginal VFR here. Alright, so there's landmark United States Forest Service. Another dirt strip on our way up to Big Creek. Big Creek is where that is the home lodge for Way of the Hunter. Why? Because I made it so. That's why. Yeah, that's my cup here. It's got this peach mango, what is it? Crystal Light. Stuff is crack cocaine. I literally have like 4 liters. I think it's a 2-liter thermos thing that Cindy bought me. That probably doesn't look good on camera, but you know, shake it up, and so it's really easy. And then, yeah, it's good stuff. Oh, it tastes so good. Yum 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 yum. All right, we are booking here through this canyon. We are tearing it up. Really not very good weather. This is like serious marginal VFR here. But we got the Kodiak here 100 with its full G1000 glass cockpit. If you go back and you watch, I have crashed in Flight Sim. So if you go and you watch, if you go back and you watch the King Air, once everything YouTube does its processing or whatever, then I go in and I put in timestamps and stuff in the video. But you can go watch the King Air and you can look at the description and get the timestamps. You can go right to basically when I excuse me, run out of fuel in the King Air, right, literally on short final. So I do play this real. I don't play it with infinite fuel and all this. I put in fuel and I do all that kind of stuff. So, all right. All right, we're gonna go on heading mode here, just so I can deviate. We're getting real close here. We got a little bit of turning to do. Whoa, 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 whoa! I got a ridge coming up here, folks. Autopilot's coming off my airplane. All right. Well, at least we're VFR. Got another. It's probably up above us there. You can see another airplane. All right, looking good. Come back on the power now. Yeah, I had this ridge right here. Whew. That was a little concerning there, so I went ahead and I took over. I had to take the shot, Iceman. Had to take the shot. Exactly. Gotta pull up. Terrain. All right. The terrain has really come up here. So I'm going to go ahead and climb up to 7,500 feet. There we go. All right, autopilot's back on. Let's just go ahead and confirm. 7,500 feet. We're back on GPS, which is nav mode. Everything is looking good. Okay. Whew. Yep. That game. That's what happens with aviation. There's usually terror at the beginning and terror at the end, and in the middle, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So, but this flight right here, it's still gonna get a little iffy here. Because we're just kind of skirting over the ground. I mean, we're not very high. I mean, look. Do we have radar altimeters on? Yeah, we're only 800 feet above the ground. That right there, radar altimeter, 800 feet. There is Lucky Luciano. That is a real human also here in the sim with me. So, met up with a new Uncle B, here in the flight sim, and so we've been actually flying together here. I flew with him this morning during his Twitch live stream, and I'm probably going to fly with him again in the morning. And so it's been a lot of fun because you can literally fly formation, look over, you see each other's airplanes and all that. So that is really amazing. All right, here. I am not really liking what I'm seeing here, but we might have to climb up a few hundred feet here. Let's go ahead and bug 8,000 in right here. And climb on up. Johnson Creek. There's Johnson Creek. Johnson Creek is just is another very well known and famous airstrip before we get to Big Creek. That's very famous. You can look that up on YouTube and watch people. So, all right, I still got a little bit of VFR here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and level off at 7,900 here. Just skirt the top of this ridge right here. Woo! This has been an amazing flight so far. Haven't really had the combination of weather and terrain and all of this before, but we've got hey man, what do you know what I'm saying? We got the tools and we got the talent. We'll make this happen. November 3-6 uniform Mike. Yeah, it is a good challenge. It kind of raises your heart, especially since I live stream them. So, I'm not gonna hide anything. If we crash, man. We dead. So, all right. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to bug 7,500. I'm coming off autopilot, my airplane, and I am flying the airplane now. I'm gonna come back on the power a little bit as we descend down here into this valley. So Johnson Creek, like I said, is real famous. It's a big grass strip, well maintained. It really is beautiful. The YouTube videos I see are just absolutely amazing. And so we're not gonna buzz it, but we're gonna just descend down in the valley here. And then there's our destination. It's already on the map over there on the right. So we don't have too much further, but we're gonna fly because this, what do you want to call this? Nasty cloudness. That I am going to go ahead and fly the airplane here for a while. Down here in the valley, so we don't have to worry about these clouds. There we go. Let's go ahead and trim on up a little bit of power. Everything is looking good. Looking good in the neighborhood. Our Kodiak 100 3.6 uniform Mike is performing really well for us here. Everything is in the green. All the spinny stuff is in the green. Everything is looking good. I like what I'm seeing. For those of you who are interested, when I look over here now, my chat is right over here. So now I'm lined up with game. Helps my back too, so I can kind of relax. My back, so that helps too. I don't have to take so many often stretch breaks and stuff. But also I look over here, I see chat, all my OBS stuff and all this. Not much really happens over here. This is just like status and stuff of the stream. All right, let's go ahead and alrighty. Flying down the... This is interesting. I actually looked up on Google what this is and how this works. That's an angle of attack indicator. And since we're going to be doing a grass strip, we can come over here. We're going to be doing short field. I'm going to raise that up 2 bars. And that will actually... Angle of attack is actually not speed or anything like that. It's actually angle of attack is what matters to, you know, if you're going to like stall a wing or anything like that, stall an airplane. So... that's an indicator of our angle of attack, and right now it's down low. It's in two green dots there, as you see. And what we're looking for is basically then not yellow and red. That means we got too much of an angle of attack, and we're getting close to stalling the airplane. It's because angle of attack is regardless of speed. There is Johnson Creek. Look at that airplane's parked down there. There it is. Check that. That is amazing. All right. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So we're going to stay down in this canyon here as we work our way to Big Creek. So this is my airplane here. Still got some of these low clouds. It's still pushing us down into this valley. Looking good though. I like it. That clicking you hear, that's me trimming. Trim, as Juan Brown and Blanco Leary will say. Trim. Look at that. That's nice right there. Look at that, huh? Yes, sir. Now we're gonna come around this corner right here. Now we're gonna take this right here. Everything is looking good. I like what we're seeing here. It's getting dark out though. I don't even know where my lights are at. Oh no. Where are lights? Ooh. It's getting turbulent down here too. Is it windy? Yeah, it's windy too. Of course. So we're gonna have to look. I don't even know where. I don't know where all my lights are to turn up the lights. I mean, I can see them, but okay, never mind. All right. Oh, I don't really necessarily know which way to go here. We're just gonna stay in this canyon here. There we go. Think that's some lights. There we go. Right, I see on the map where our airport's at. But we're getting in the thick of us here. Uh-oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. This is how people die. This is how people die. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ridge coming up. I'm climbing, I'm climbing, climbing. Climbing. Ooh. All right, coming back off the power. My God, this is soup. This is soup, people. We're in the mountains. Okay, I still got. This is as bad as how people. This is how people die. I can't believe I put myself in this position. This is. Our paying passengers are getting. Are definitely getting a money's worth here. Because I'm on the Xbox. I'm worried about changing the. Okay, I think in this turn, I think I can do it. No, that's the wrong button. Here we go. I'm trying to zoom in on the range here so we can see. There we go. All right, here we go. I think we got more information here. Yeah, they need to. You go right. Heck, I'm gonna need a change. All right, I can see the valley. Okay. That was intense. That was intense. But now that we've got. Okay. And I think it's actually kind of clear right at Big Creek. Big Creek is right there, right off the nose. It's hard to see, there's no runway lights, but it's right off the nose, just to the left of that little knoll here. Wow. Yep, that's it. I'm coming back on the power. We've got our angle of attack indicator set, trim. We are going to have one hell of a crosswind. There you go. There's the lodge down there. You can see the lodge. There's the runway. That's where we're heading. That is where we're heading. All right, speed check. We're good. It's 138 knots. First notch of flaps. We're gonna come out over this ridge right off there. There is, you can see the runway now. There it is. Speed check on this, 138, and I think it's 120. Speed check, looking good. Again, you can watch this right here. We're looking for green crosshairs. That's what we're looking for. All right, we're below. Let's go ahead and go full flaps. Speed check. Yep, we're good there. All right, let's get down here. Actually, everything's looking pretty good. I like what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Oh yeah. Trim, trim, trim. We got a bunch of obstacles. We got all these trees here. Now you can see the runway. Oh, oh man, there is major turbulence. Major crosswind. We're down. Going to beta. You hear the beta, that's the props in reverse, so I don't have to use the brakes. Nice. Yeah. Welcome. Let's go ahead and turn off the flashies. That was sporty there. There was a moment there where I got wind hit me. I was about to hit the full power and go around. Let's go ahead and get up here. You can see up here with the hunting lodge up here. Cargo door is on this side, so we'll come up here. We'll do a 180 here, or not even 190 or something like that. There we go. Parking brake is set. That was pretty interesting. That was an interesting flight. Short flight, but it was a very interesting flight. Whew. All right, let's see here. Pitot heat can come off. All of our lights can come off. Let everything cool down. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking good in the neighborhood. Before I put my cup holder away. Take a drink. All right, cup holder can go away. All right. I like it. Here we are. This is Way of the Hunter Lodge in the game Way of the Hunter, which comes out tomorrow. I'll be live streaming it Wednesday night, but now we have kind of connected the two games, the Flight Simulator 2020 and now Way of the Hunter up here at the lodge. So let's go ahead and start getting everything undone up here. So let's go ahead and Let that come to a stop here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Big Creek, home of Way of the Hunter Lodge. I hope you enjoyed your very eventful and fun and sporty flight on Kodiak 100 Airlines. All right. Everything comes off, 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 and off. There we go. Let's go ahead and... Oh, hello. Come on now. Open the door. Stretch our legs. Let's go ahead and come on back here to the cargo. And open up the cargo doors. Go into... There we are, huh? There is the Kodiak 100. Look at me, look at me, look at it. Oh, hey, I disappeared. Okay. There I am. Look at that, man. I'm badass. Look at that. I'm all cool, calm, and collective. That was a heck of a flight here into Big Creek. Uniform 60 up here in Idaho, home of the Way of the Hunter Lodge. So, pretty nice lodge. We take the drone here. There's the main lodge. Got some other buildings up over here. Stables and all that. Very nice. Very nice. So I am looking forward. I got some other campers here and stuff. There they are. Cool little truck. I had a Ford that had those colors in it when I was a kid. All right, but here we are. November 3/6. Uncle Mike is now up here in Big Creek, home away of the Hunter Lodge. I sure hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun doing this flight. It was a very interesting flight with these clouds. But I will be back live streaming on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, where we will start our hunt. I'll probably have already played the game a little bit to kind of get used to the controls and all that kind of stuff. But join me, since we have now flown up here and getting ready for the hunt. I will see you then Wednesday night, where we will start our hunt together on the live stream. So enjoy your evening, everybody. I am Uncle Mike, your favorite gamer's favorite uncle, and I will see you next time. Subscribe if you haven't. Click that like button if you do. Come join me on chat in a future live stream, and game on. Good night, everybody. Good night, Aurora. Good night, Thirsty Cam. Later. Bye. Did I almost run into the mountain a couple times? I think I almost ran in the mountain a couple times. That was marginal, but I'm amazing. They don't know it, but my call sign could also